We're out here at the farm today. We're going to do a little bit of trapping. Deer season's winding down a little bit. We're still got a couple good bucks we're going to look into in the late season. We still got a bunch of does we're wanting to take off the farm, but we're taking advantage of the nice weather today. Trapping season opened just about a week ago here in Missouri, and we're going to get some coon traps out here today. Hardly anyone, with the fur prices down these days, not many people are trapping and running dogs anymore, and population's just getting out of control. So one of our favorite things to do is turkey hunt, and need to save our turkey population. So we're going to get out there today and set some coon traps, and we'll show you how we got them rigged up and how we set them, and it won't be too much longer, and we'll be hammering the coyotes too. But we're just going to set some coon traps nice and easy today, and wait till after deer season to get the coyote traps out. But we got some otter traps here rigged up we brought with us. We'll be setting them out probably not today. The water's rolling a little more than we were hoping for, and they're calling for more rain, sleet, and snow tomorrow, and not wanting to take a chance of losing any of them. So we'll get them out shortly and show y'all how we got that set up, rigged up, and it's deadly on the otter. So we'll show you how we get that set up one day, but we're gonna get the coon traps out for now. Alright, we're at our first set location, and we actually have a trail camera here, pattern deer, and there's coons on it almost every night. So it was definitely a spot that we're going to set 3 or 4 traps here. And so pretty well, this is how we got them rigged. This is a Duke DP, dog-proof coon trap, and we got cable on here. You come on the end. We got it crimped, just a circle big enough that whenever you set this trap, don't know how to set it, squeeze it in, bend it over. This, it's right on there, just like that. Your trigger's on the inside. So now that this trap is set, it can go around any tree or anything, just like my leg here. You can go around there, pulls through here, pull it tight. Now whenever a coon gets in there, a coon's not going to fit back through this hole. So it's simple, easy way, especially if you're running, a couple hundred traps. It's a simple way to just throw them out real quick, get them around a tree, put them in the ground, and you don't have to worry about the hassle of staking them and stakes freezing in and trying to get them out. It's a simple and easy way that we do to be able to set your traps quick and run them. So we're going to get over here. We got actually crop field on this side, crop field on this side, a good ditch that comes through here, and a creek that's running along the edge of us. We got a couple big old den trees here in the woods. We're going to get in here and set 3 or 4 of them and move on. Alright, we're going to put it on this tree right here. We got a pretty good trail. We know the coons are coming through here. We're going to show you just how fast you can set one of these. Set just like that, around the tree, through the loop, pull it tight, stick it in the ground. We just use cat food. You can almost get it anywhere. It's got a smell to it coons really like. Grab about a handful of it and just fill it up down in there. Throw a little on the outside of it. This is fish oil. Drip some in there. Coons really like fish oil. And this trap's already set. Move on to the next one. Alright, some of y'all might be wondering why these traps are painted white. And the reason they're painted white is because it's a good attractant. Coons are you know, looking for shiny things. That's why they look, you know, getting trash cans and looking for cans and stuff. So spray paint on white just to get their attention. We try to best to set them on trails and places that they're traveling by den trees. You don't want to just throw them out anywhere, but with this being white will also help a lot. So got this other one set up here. We actually got a pretty good trail coming up here. We got these big old trees right here. This one's actually busted off up here. I see a hole up in it. It's most likely a den tree. Let's set one right down from it. We got a little ditch here. Coons really like traveling, so. And coons don't really like the taste of fish oil. It's more of just an attractant and a smell for them. So, you know, sprinkle it around always helps, but you don't really want to soak your bait in it. All right, we're at another prime location to catch some coons. We actually got the creek behind us now. We got us a big old tree here. The tree is actually starting to die. It's got a couple big old holes in it up there, and it's always been a good place for these coons to den. There's a lot of scat on the ground below this tree, and you can also see all this loose bark and stuff in here. It's from them coons climbing up and down this tree. So we're gonna set a couple around here, and I think this spot ought to be pretty good. All right, we're on the backside of this den tree, and we got this tree that these coons are actually coming down. You can actually see all the scat that they got up in the crease of it and down here, and a heavily used trail where these coons are running this bank. So we're gonna get a couple set up here. We got one set right next to the trail, and coons ought to be using this quite a bit. So fingers crossed. All right, we're in another one of our good locations, and whenever we were trapping, we taught ourselves just trial and error. And it's kind of what trapping is. Over the years, you know, this has always been a good spot to us, and if it's good for one coon, it's good for two, is what we always say. So the creek's actually blocked up here, and it's just an easy way for coons to get from one side to the other without having to get wet going through the water. And another tip for you all just starting out, or those of you who aren't able to squeeze these traps with your hands, you can buy a tool to set them with, or just a regular screwdriver works just as good. Put your screwdriver under this little bar here, and then layer down, push it right down. This should flip over here. Your trigger there bends right down. Flip your trigger over, push it up, and it's set. We're gonna fish around the tree here. Another trap set. Don't be afraid to put quite a bit there. Be generous. Coons will like it. So, all right, well, we got a trap set here, and a lot of times these coons are going to run in pairs, and if not, you know, 3 or 4 coons. So we're just going to move on here about 5 or 6 feet over and find another tree and wrap this one around there. And you know, sometimes you might catch 1 coon, sometimes you might catch 2 here. We've caught, you know, even 3 or 4 sometimes whenever there's a lot of coons. So it doesn't hurt in a good spot like this to double up, or even, you know, set more than 2 or 3 traps here at a time. All right, we're in another location. We got an old pond here, not very deep, and we got a good traveling lane here. A lot of these coons are coming from this pond around here, messing around and headed down to these crops. So we're going to stick another trap in here. Another thing with these traps is always make sure that you got good dirt, or that you got a solid place to put the trap. You don't want the trap to fall over. If a coon gets messing with it, eating around here, and he knocks it over, your trap is pretty well useless. So make sure you got a good solid stable place to put the trap in, and for best results. Alright, it's been a pretty slow morning. We got this front coming through. It's actually snowing, or it's raining right now, but it's going to be turning to snow. And sure enough, right here, we got a double. We got two coons not very far apart. So it's always been a good spot and paid off again. Well, checking more traps, we got another possum. Been a pretty good morning. It was off to a slow start, but we got that double coons there. We got a possum here, and we got some left to check. So we're gonna take care of him and get on down the line. But right there, it's really helping, you know, control the predator population. These possums and coons, and it all helps. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of him. All right, well, this morning we only had about 15 to 16 of them dog proofs last night, and the way we got them rigged, they're fast and easy to set. Heck, we set them, you know, under half an hour, and we got a rain, and it's supposed to be like 10 inches of snow coming through, so we went ahead and pulled all of them. We caught these two nice coons, and we had a possum on down the line, and trapping season is just getting started, so we're going to be running a lot more traps once deer season kind of winds through. We're just kind of starting to thin out some of the coons and possums right now, and we're gonna be setting a lot more, so keep waiting for that. And just happy to get these out of here today. It's gonna really help come spring once the turkeys start laying eggs and stuff. All right, we're gonna go get these skun out. It's been a pretty good day. Thank you all for watching. If hopefully our tips help you all, we're gonna get these skun out, and on down the road we're gonna be doing a lot more coyote and otter and beaver trapping once deer season kind of winds down. But for now, we're gonna go get these skun out, and we wish you all good luck out on your all's trap line too. So